What's going on, guys? In this video, I've got two players that I am targeting on Prize Picks. If you are playing on Prize Picks today, you need to throw these two players in your entries because I'm extremely confident in them. I'm going to break down what the picks are and why by the end of this video. But first, I want to show you how we did last week. It was a phenomenal week, college football week 0. Unfortunately, our boy Jonah Pinoki did not play, so this went down to a 5x payout, 200 to win 1,000. We'll still take the profit. We lost a couple plays. We hit this one. Luckily, I double dipped this one, so it was one of the ones I was really confident in. I put down 200 to win 2,000 on Jock Market. It got bumped down to 6x over there because it turned into a 3-man when there was a DNP. So we ended up taking Prize Picks for 1,000, Jock Market for 1,200. And then we had a few losses. I think we had 4 losses. I'll show you all some of those too. So 4 losses for $200, and then I put out this free pick, 100 to win 2,500. Did not even come close. So many unders were hitting last weekend, but it is what it is. We have a couple unders this weekend, but it's hard to take the under, guys. It's just not fun at all. And when you can build good, profitable plays taking the overs, it's a hell of a lot more fun. So let's get into it. Today, I've got 2 plays for y'all. First, we're going to the Florida-Utah game. This is going to be an awesome game. It was really close last year. This year, personnel changes, but it's still going to be awesome. Florida's traveling to Utah. Utah's one of, it's a unique place. It's an intense place, different type of intensity than the Swamp, but still, these people love their college football, and that's what makes college football so great. So I'm going with Ricky Pearsall here, guys, and I'm taking his over. This is, to me, an obvious, easy play. He's a senior receiver for Florida. He is their trusted receiver. He's a guy that the quarterback can trust to get open. 6'1", 190, just a great athlete. And when we look at what he did last season, if I could go to the box score, worst case, we'll just look at his game log and see. But here's the box score. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Anthony Richardson put the team on his back last year, guys. And he put the team on his back by running for 107 yards, or 106 yards right there in front of me, and 3 touchdowns. So Anthony Richardson carried the Gators. Now look at the receiving box score, though. Ricky Pearsall had 67 receiving yards, and Anthony Richardson only threw for 168 yards. This season, Florida's new quarterback is a pocket passer. He does not run at all. He sits in the pocket, and he throws the ball down the field. I don't know how Ricky Pearsall's number is so low. When we look at his game log, at what he did all throughout last season, I mean, the amount of times he was going under 42 yards, he's a guy that can go for 148 yards right there, 68 yards or 65 yards right there, 65 yards again. So I love this over 42.5, knowing that he has another year in the program. He is probably the captain on offense. He's the go-to guy. So I'm taking him over 42.5 receiving yards. I really don't see how that doesn't hit. For fantasy score, I'm going with a quarterback that's playing for a new program, went through the transfer portal. Also, the program has a new head coach. And I'm talking about Nebraska quarterback Jeff Sims. When you look at this Nebraska program, they have not been good the last several years, but their fan base remains loyal. It's one of the coolest fan bases, most awesome home game atmospheres in all of college football. It's really special if you ever get to go to this stadium or just watch it on TV. For me, I've only watched it on TV, but I can feel the energy through the screen when I watch Nebraska play. Now, Jeff Sims, he's playing for a coach in Matt Rule who coached RG3 and who took Baylor from sucking. My whole life, guys, I grew up in Texas. Baylor was a joke of a football program. Matt Rule took them and put them on the map and helped RG3 get his Heisman trophy, right? So Jeff Sims, if we look at him, who does he remind you of when you look at him? When you look 6'4", 220, playing for RG3's old coach, what do you think Matt Rule's going to do with this guy? He's not going to go out there and drop under 16 fantasy points. I mean, they may win or lose the game, but this is a guy that's going to move the ball down the field, put up points. I love Jeff Sims over fantasy score, especially when we look at this column right here. Look at the rushing. I mean, he had games where he had 19 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. That's insane, guys. This is a quarterback that can go out there and run for 50 yards, maybe rush for a touchdown or two. Even if he just goes out and rushes for 30 yards, getting to this number of 16.5 becomes a hell of a lot easier when you're talking about a dual threat quarterback that's built like a tight end in college football. Give me his over. Now, for this play, I did already record this video. I already locked this in. I put 25 to win 75 on it. The way that I'm doing it this year is for my free picks, I'm putting $25 down on free picks. I'm putting $200 down on premium picks, and I'm tracking it all in a spreadsheet that I cannot show you right now because I have a lot of VIP picks in that spreadsheet. So I should have prepared one where I showed you last week's wins and losses. We profited last week with that the Hawaii Vanderbilt game. We did have some losses, but that's the name of the game. I mean, we're risking 200 to win 2,000. We're going to have losses. This year, I'm doing something different with my VIP. Typically, I've sold it for 2,000 in the past. I have clients that love me and love paying 2,000 because they know it's worth it, but I've discounted it to 500 this year. Basically, my thought process here is there's a lot of fake gurus in the space. There's a lot of people that just are pretending to be experts. They don't do this for a living. They don't even do this profitably, but they pretend that they're just balling out because they've made money in crypto, or they've made money drop shipping, or pretending to be day trading gurus, and now they're pretending to be sports betting gurus. So for me, it's a little frustrating when I've been doing this the past 7 years on YouTube, and you see all those fake gurus come into the space. So I've lowered my prices. This is going to allow a lot more people to hop on. We have had more people hop on this season than ever before. And it's just $500, so it'll pay for itself in the first few weeks, really. If you're throwing down $100 a play on Prize Picks, it pays for itself very quick. And then by the end of the season, once you've profited $10,000 plus, I want to interview you. So the reason I'm doing it for so low is because I really want to interview my clients and get them to tell their stories from their perspective. Obviously, when you first purchase something, when you see someone on YouTube, you're a little hesitant. You're like, is this guy really legit? Because there are so many fakes out there. But you will not regret hopping on this. If you have the bankroll, if you have $1,000 or $2,000 loaded on Prize Picks, it's a no-brainer. And then all I ask is, after I help you make money, let's do a little interview for my YouTube channel. That way we can show future potential clients of mine all the success stories. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can type in client success story, and you'll see some of the guys that I've helped out in years past. But I really just want to have like 100 interviews of me helping people profit. Like, my main goal with this content is to help people go from losing sports bettors and losing DFS players to profitable sports investors. And I've done that to hundreds of people, but I want to keep running it up. So thank you guys for watching the video. These are your 2 picks. Let's run it up. Let's have a good time. Also, last thing I want to say is I have a group chat that's 100% free in the pinned comments of this video. Join the group chat as I finalize plays, sitting on my couch 5 minutes before kickoff. I post them in that group chat, so you're going to want to join. It's a good time in there. I spam that group chat with free plays all the time. So join the group chat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck with all your bets, and have a good day.